how do we solve an absolute value equation? If we have the absolute value of x is 4, then what is x? Okay, let's just stop and think about this for a second. We know the absolute value of 4 is 4. What about anything else? The absolute value of negative 4 is also 4. Are there any other numbers that when we take their absolute value we get 4? No, that's it. So x has to be either negative 4 or 4. Okay. We have two options, and this is how absolute values work in general. So let's look at an equation with a little bit more involved. P minus 4. Okay, the absolute value of P minus 4 equals 2. So in this case, it's going to be the same situation. We can say that this part that's inside the absolute value, P minus 4, either that equals 2 or the part inside the absolute value equals negative 2. And we don't know. The absolute value made it positive, but was it originally positive or was it originally negative? We don't know. Okay. So we can solve each of these two equations separately. Let's add 4 to both sides. P equals 6 or P equals 2. Two options. All right, let's look at one more. What if we have an absolute value on either side? Well, either these two things can have the same sign or they can have different signs. So again, either 4m minus 3 equals m plus 6, or if they're negatives of each other, 4m minus 3 equals negative m plus 6. Okay, and then we could solve each of these equations separately. So let's solve this one. We'll subtract m from both sides, and we'll add 3 to both sides. So m is 3. Or we'll solve this one. We need to distribute this negative. Okay, and then we could add m to both sides. And we can add 3 to both sides. So m is negative, and then divide both sides by 5. M is negative 3/5. So again, we get two answers, and it just depends on, we don't know, it could be the negative or the positive. So m could be two different things.